Have you been nervous about jumping in to get pre-approved for a mortgage? Then stay tuned. We'll be talking about that with April Barnes from Highlands Mortgage. Hi, I'm Suriva Fischer with Powerhouse Property Group and Keller Williams Realty in Green Hills, Nashville, Tennessee. And today we have a special guest. We have April Barnes with Highlands Mortgage. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
We're going to cover a couple of the best questions that new buyers seem to ask. So I'm going to go ahead and ask April some questions. If you have any questions, be sure to ask them below in our comment section. And remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Okay, here we go. April, what's your best advice for a first-time home buyer?
Do your homework. Be prepared. Definitely get pre-approved. Before you go shopping for a home, you should definitely know what your estimated outgoing payment will be and what funds to close you will need.
There you go. So that's what we say at the Powerhouse Property Group at Keller Williams, that all home buyers should know how much they can spend and be approved for before they start looking for a house. So
absolutely.
Okay. All right. So is there a difference in being pre-qualified versus pre-approved?
Yes. Pre-qualified just means that you've gone through the lender's initial screening. You haven't actually been pre-approved. Pre-approval is actually the next step. That is where a lender gathers your income docs, your asset documentation. They have pulled your credit. They're making sure that you actually can afford the property.
Okay, fantastic. So April, how long does it take for you to close a property from the time someone might contact you to the closing table?
Okay, we can close in as little as 8 to 10 days, but generally it's a 30-day process.
Wow. I can tell you that April is closing for a client of mine in 14 days, which was amazing. So that's great. Okay, what should buyers be prepared for when applying for a home loan?
Be prepared to present to your lender last 30 days of pay stubs.
Pay stubs?
Last 2 years of W-2s. If you're self-employed, 1099s and tax returns last 2 years.
Fantastic. Okay, and if a borrower hasn't been able to save for a down payment, do you have options for that borrower?
Absolutely. We can look at doing the Tennessee Housing Development. It's a THDA loan program.
Okay, great.
We have the Housing Fund. We work with them.
Mm-hmm.
The USDA is a no down payment, and if you're a veteran,
oh wow, okay,
those are no down payment programs as well.
Wow. So that's great. If you're a vet, you have the option of a zero down payment, which is awesome.
It's a great loan. It's a no down payment and no mortgage insurance.
Wow.
Monthly mortgage insurance.
Okay, fantastic. And do you have any advice for anyone who is nervous about the pre-approval process?
Yes. Being nervous is normal because you're about to give your personal information to someone.
Sure.
And it's important to work with someone that you're comfortable with.
Right.
And go over with someone that really is listening to you, listening to what your goals are, and not overextending you.
Great.
We do see that sometimes.
Yes. Awesome. Okay. So April, do you have any other information that you would want to share, since I asked you the 5 questions? What else? What did I miss? What else can you tell us?
Even if you want to inquire, if you're hesitant to go along with through with the pre-approval process, just give me a call. Let's talk through it, and let's talk through what maybe your hesitations are, because you might be surprised to know that what you're paying for rent is actually more than what you would pay for a mortgage.
Okay, so April, you mentioned rent versus mortgage payments. Can you just give us a little more information on that?
Absolutely. Especially in Nashville and some of the surrounding areas, rent is higher than national average. And so as far as I can do for you what's called a rent versus buy.
Okay.
And it will show you actually from what you're paying in rent, how if you were to have a mortgage payment that was exactly the same, how much money you would actually earn and for yourself instead of paying someone else, how much you would earn within 5 years. We can do a 7-year.
With equity.
Absolutely. It
Yeah,
actually
that's-
shows you your earnings.
Right. So for those borrowers who can either get a 0 down payment or a low down payment, it's well worth it to buy versus rent.
Yes, because
obviously.
you're paying yourself, not someone else.
Right. And you would give that information free to anyone who called you to do
Absolutely.
that study.
Yep.
Okay, that's great. Can you give our viewers your name and phone number so they can reach you?
Yes, April Barnes. You can reach me at 615-260-3999.
And I'm Suriva Fischer with Powerhouse Property Group, Keller Williams, Green Hills in Nashville. Subscribe to my channel, tell your friends about it. We come every Monday. We have a video on how to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, or simply what's going on in Nashville and the surrounding areas. Thanks for watching, and see you next week. Okay, yeah? Okay.
Ready?
So April, do you have any, no, start over.